How's it going, guys? Mad Dog here with today's video on water defense. This is going to be part 2. I'm going to be covering basics of openings, placing towers and that kind of stuff. Before I jump into some gameplays, you know, I'm just going to pop some chests, guys. I can't see what I'm doing, so here we go. Give me something good, fingers crossed. Alright, 10 bills, 100 parts, 15 bills. You don't need to hear me commentate over all of them. Now, popping a silver, got a whole bunch. You know what, that jetpack wasn't too bad. Gonna crack a goldie. Yep. Hey, 18 upgrades, that's not too bad, you know. Yeah, same with 50 bucks. Oh man, really? Sorry guys, I apologize for my fat fingers, but you know what, I'm still an amateur. Cracking a silver. Yeah, first aid kit, 2 first aid kits. That is actually pretty good for a silver chest. Next one after that. Oh wow, got me a chip. Nice. Always use more chips. Not really. Actually, you know what? I only play as Ramona on this account, so chips are just chips. Why not, man? I've got enough cash, and if I run out of cash, I'm just gonna buy more cash. Purely because I love this game so much. I'll always buy cash. I'm willing to spend money on this game. Crack open my last gold one. 10 resurrectors, another chip, 100 parts. Actually, that wasn't... Sorry guys, my camera work again, always golden. Now, as I was discussing in the intro was, I'm gonna be going into openers and water defense. Now, I find you try and switch around with what kind of consumables that you should be using. Now, I've been messing around with a lot of vision, because I find vision is just really good, particularly in water defense. Now, you need to know where the enemy is and opening positions. So if you were to, as soon as you touch the gate, that is when you should actually, you know, drop one of your visions. So you can always know where the enemy's at. And after that, you're just gonna be hitting that vision button as soon as you can cycle through it, or anytime you deem appropriate if you don't already know where the enemy is. Now, other than that, I would actually try and alternate either through, I'll just bring them up here on the screen, your heal, your trap, or your missiles. 2 of the most useless kind of consumables I would rate at the moment would be the jetpack and the resurrector. Resurrector purely because don't die. Simple as that, guys. Just don't die and you won't ever have to use a resurrector. Jetpack, if you use blink, there's no real point to use a jetpack. I find the jetpack doesn't give you too much extra speed. You can't use your weapon. You can't use your abilities. You're a bit of a sit and duck, to be honest, with the jetpack. So those are the only 2 which I wouldn't really use. Now, we can go, I'm going to be going into opening tactics during the gameplay, but before I do that, the 2 main ones which I see a lot of, particularly on the field, is your normal opener, which is all 3 into the center. That's going to be securing a lot more kind of base defense and makes it easier to transition from your top point to your bottom point when you have control of that center. And then after that, there's another one which I would call the Russian opener. The reason why I call it the Russian opener was the first time I actually saw it used effectively was with Russian players, and that is at the opening, every player to open up a gate. So 1 in the top, 1 in the middle, 1 down the bottom. You know, securing all 3 points, at least opening up the gate. But if you use blink, or if at least 2 members of your team have blink, I'm pretty sure it will just be even easier to secure the center first. But that's just in my opinion. Now guys, let's get into some gameplay. Okay, so we're back in water defense. As I said before, we're going to be covering over basic openers and tower placement strategy. Now, one of the basic ones, as you just saw, was waiting for the gate to open, placing towers. There's a couple of times you could actually place your beginning or your towers, which is either wait for the 10-second wolf call or place them straight up then like that. The problem is with placing them straight up is that you'll be a lot more prone to losing that tower from any kind of early harassment. Now, oh man, that blink is just becoming too useful, I find. Also, what you may have noticed too is I'm on my alternate account, Boris. He's my Smurf count, don't judge me. I mean, I've said this to you guys before in videos that I've got 4 accounts. I've got all the main characters, lucky, but hey, I just got to do them some justice now. I kind of feel whenever I play as Ramona, that's my try-hard account. Boris, kind of it's secondary. Bill, I need to grind Bill a lot more because Bill, out of all 4 of my accounts, has the best weapons. Now, Ramona, not too much, but she's all right. Oh. You know what, Tenzin? Die somewhere else. I don't like dealing with you. Really, I don't. Now, here I go. I need to get into there and just kind of at least get some more harassment. Oh, see, invisible. Why would you? Seriously, why would you? I know he's headed straight for my base, but I'm just going to swipe around just so he doesn't go near the point. Now, see that? The base defense has just cleaned up that invisible scum like nothing. What's the point? Seriously, I don't see the point. Now, towers, here we go. Towers are a huge problem now. They're their own meta. Towers, towers, towers. You're going to be seeing them for days on ladder, off ladder, wherever you can. In my honest opinion, the biggest tower that will actually cause you the most trouble is actually the anti-air tower, because when it is maxed out, it can actually target ground units, and that wouldn't be so bad if the DPS was pretty low, but it's not. Wow, I'm getting eaten here. The DPS is actually pretty high and its range is just intense. I mean, Bill, good luck with your ultimate, buddy. Fucking hell, Jesus. Sorry guys, sorry about that. At least it's not a snake. That's what I'm worried about, guys. But anyways, continuing on here. Matter of fact, don't mind me guys, I'm just gonna tie my hair back. Things are gonna get a bit serious here. So, as you can see, why we're actually maintaining quite a bit of control, but the enemy, they're giving us a good run for our money here. I mean, it's this is, in my opinion, is actually a pretty decent match. Now, there was no need for me to die, so I retreated. There's no reason whatsoever. If you don't die, what's the point in you dying? I mean, unless you're gonna get decent economy or some positioning. Now, position and map control, that would be pretty much one of the only things worth dying for. Either that or your Tenzin. I really hate Tenzin. Oh, and see, what a waste of an ultimate. He should have popped that ultimate right then and there rather than trying to go backwards and forwards, but you know what? Hindsight is always 20/20, as you guys know. Now, moving on from there, trying to give him more support, and there he drops with a Bill's ultimate. Now, I guess that was lucky trying to find that guy out there, but I'm going to put that down to skill. What can I say? Why would you do that? The biggest thing that you should never do is chase Ramona while she's in her ultimate. Now, I mean, it might not look like much damage, but it will build up, and that's one of the things I need to work on. As a matter of fact, that is the biggest key to her ultimate ability, is once you actually get the enemy following you is the best time to actually pop it. I mean, it's that explosive, that detonation damage, that's where the money's at. That's where you need it, you know what I mean? But it's something we all got to learn, and I would say out of everyone's ultimate ability, hers is the hardest to master. I've been playing this game for coming up to well over a year, and it's still, as soon as the abilities came out, I was trying to conquer hers. I mean, I've always been a straight Ramona player whenever you could actually choose Ramona. It's funny because this game never used to be a 3-character game. It used to be only Bill, and if you've been playing longer than me, this is when there was only 2-player. Now, back in my day, yeah guys, I get it, I'm old, but moving on from there. Now, let's see, whenever I see minions, because I'm running vampire on all of my weapons, I actually find that I'm gonna get a really good kind of economy on that. I'm actually gonna get health. If I'm standing on a water point and the enemies drop minions, I'm gonna be slashing away with my sword so I can gain as much health as possible. Now, oh goodness, here we go. Well, I mean, looking at the water difference, it's gonna take them a lot to kind of get back on us. But the thing is this, so that the 100 water difference, that could mean 1 death. That's it. Now, I mean, if you play careless enough, that 1 death could actually swing the whole game around. Now, I mean, once again there, just, what's the point of being invisible? Now, once again, early harassment. They're trying to just support. That death damage from Tenzin. Now, the death damage I can deal with. The one thing which I just cannot deal with when it comes to Tenzin is the radius of it. Now, it's too large. It's on, no, not almost, it is OP. That radius needs to be shortened down. I really hope that's going to be happening in the next update. But interesting thing, now I've heard rumors. Now, I'm pretty sure this is going to be true. There is going to be another update coming, and this will be the biggest Pig Bang update to ever happen to Pig Bang. Now, I don't want to give too much away, but I did hear word of weapons, characters, new of them. So, that's all I can say. Well, I can say a lot more, I just don't know if I'm allowed to. So, I'll ask them, see if I can actually drop it, and I'll see. It'll make for another good video if they haven't released the update before then. But look, it does not look good for these guys. It really does not. I mean, there I am placing a couple of defensive towers because I want to stay on my point. Now, doing that mid-battle too it's risky. I mean, it really is risky to, to take damage while placing a tower. I mean, you got to be good, you got to be quick, and if you don't do that, you're just wasting your life. See, I tried to do a short fuse with that Ramona, try to see if he'll actually chase me in there, but you know what, it didn't work. It's something I still need to work on. And as you can see, guys, Boris here showing the love. Yeah, so there you have it, guys. Opening tactics for water defense. Now, it was just a couple of little ones. If there's anything else you want me to kind of cover, please leave it in the comments below. If not, please put a like, add a sub, that kind of stuff. Have a good one, guys. Mad Dog signing off.